Hey y'all, Fluffy here back with another reaction video, this time with a special guest.
What's up, nerds? It's Nerdy Boy. Thanks for having me.
Nerdy Boy!
Yep.
Now, we're going to be reacting to a song from a genre that I've never heard of until earlier this week. We're going to listen to something called nerdcore. Now, Nerdy Boy knows all about this genre and is going to be here as my all-knowing expert.
Wow, no pressure at all.
No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. But if you know anything about the music that we miss, please feel free to comment down below. Anything you want to share. This song that we're going to be reacting to is called Blood Upon the Snow, correct?
Yes.
By Bear McCreary and Hoser.
And this is from God of War Ragnarok.
The video game, correct? Okay. I've never actually played the game. I've seen plenty of videos that have different parts of it, but I've never actually played the game, so I don't know much about this. I'm gonna need you to help fill me in when I pause it. Although I will be pointing out a lot of things I noticed about it.
To all things housed in her silence.
Interesting. So, okay, first of all, do you know which one of these is singing? Bear or Hozier?
I believe it is Hosier singing this. Bear, he is known more for music, in other words, being a composer.
Okay, so he probably composed this, but the singer is Hozier.
Yes.
Okay, interesting. I also noticed he's got a bit of a, I wouldn't say mumble. It's he's drawing it out. Drawing out the words.
Yeah.
To all things housed in her silence. It's very you said he composed it. Well, it's very emotive language there. I'm noticing a lot of imagery, a lot of description and emotion in this wording. I'm excited to see how that plays out. Also, with the very dramatic name, Blood Upon the Snow. And I love the imagery here. I know this isn't by that specific group, this video, but I do like the imagery that they're putting here. And that's interesting music. It's just like a drone in the background.
For God of War Ragnarok specifically, as I feel like some of the most unique soundtrack to it, just because it's usually instruments you don't typically hear.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
To all things housed in her silence. Nature offers a violence. The bear that keeps to his own line.
I'm sorry, is that red because that's his name?
No. We do that specifically because this is more reference to Kratos, the main character for God of War.
Okay. Okay, so does that mean that so when you say that it's Kratos, why is he the bear?
They see him as this because of how it says to his own line, of how he's very composed and keeps to himself, usually.
Okay, interesting.
Yes.
And also the nature, its own violence. That okay, it's dark. I like it.
Offers a violence. The bear that keeps to his own line. The wolf that seeks always its own kind.
So is the wolf also Kratos?
No, the wolf is actually his son, Atreus.
Interesting.
And the reason he's the wolf is because throughout the game, Atreus is very focused on finding his purpose, finding his people.
Yeah.
In other words, finding a place to belong. Hence why it says, seeks his own kind.
Interesting.
The world that hardens is a harsher winter holds.
I love that build up. Oh my god, I need to go back for that. But also the voice is just so good.
Yeah. Yeah, he has a very melodic voice.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love that voice. Oh my god. And also, so is this the same guy that did Take Me to Church? Because it's spelled the same. It sounds sort of similar. Actually.
I'm not 100% sure. You would have to look that up.
Okay.
But I have no positive way of knowing.
So let's listen again.
The world that hardens as the harsher winter holds. The parent forced to eat its young before it grows. Every bird gone unheard, starving where the ground is froze. The winter.
The video for this, like, I know this isn't even by them specifically, but that's actually like such powerful. Like they had the dogs going through like. Do you know anything about that, or do you just?
So part of the dogs is for a certain part in the game mechanics, you ride along actually using the your own set of dogs for in terms of travel. And as far as for the bird, that's more just kind of interpretation in the actual game of how, you have to make the sacrifices to keep going.
Okay. Very interesting. And I love the bird too. Like, dang, is that CGI or is that? Do you know? That's probably.
I'm not really aware.
That's fair. Honestly, that was a tough question.
Yeah. I just say, dude, I know things, but I don't know everything.
Yeah.
Starving.
Hi.
Oh, hey. All right.
Where the ground is froze, the winter sunrise, red on white, like blood.
The blood drop. Oh, and like blood. Okay, I love this. It's so emotive. And it's very like it draws on nature. It's very like.
Say that's what the song mostly focuses on, of how the cruelty of nature can appear, even though we don't really notice it.
Huh. I really like that.
I think the best example, because in the game, they have to deal with Fimbulwinter, which is part of the Norse mythology that is a warning for Ragnarok to appear. So in other words, Fimbulwinter is the representation of a harsh winter approaching.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Every bird gone unheard, starving where the ground is froze. The winter sunrise, red on white, like blood upon the snow. Like blood upon the snow.
I gotta say, it's giving me like, I don't know why, it's giving me sort of like almost sea shanty vibes. Not quite.
A little bit. The actual music in the soundtrack does have similar feels to that. There are certain parts of the song where it makes you feel like it's a sea shanty, but also there's certain part that makes it feel very Nordic.
Yeah, I noticed here, like a lot of the sea shanties are based out of that. And actually, I'm Nordic.
Really?
Yeah. Like
I thought you were
180. Okay, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
But no, I'm like 1/8 Nordic.
Wow.
Or 1/16 actually.
I'm Irish.
Hi, Irish.
Yeah. I just don't have the drinking problem.
Hey, that's a shame.
I know. I used to be so interesting.
Oh yeah, but like blood upon the snow. Dang. Hi.
On the snow. The ground walked here is a wonder. It ceases never to hunger. And all things nature's given. She takes all things back from the living. I've walked the earth and there are so few here that know how dark the night and just how cold the wind can blow. I've known more
gonna say I love his melodic voice. It's so good. Oh my gosh, the depth of this voice.
Yeah. And I think what I love the best in this specific one is just how he kind of makes it go longer than necessary to like really show his voice.
Yeah, and you hear the build-ups, and they're like the crescendos, decrescendos as it builds and rises. It's like a rising and fall.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the other things I said, like where it kind of parallels to a sea shanty. In sea shanties, they often depict like a rise and fall, like the rise and fall of waves. And you have that here with his voice, like as it builds up and then fades away. And it's honestly, it's so emotive, and I love it.
The wind can blow. I've no more hunger now to see where the road will go. I've no more kept my warmth than blood upon the snow. Blood upon the snow.
Oh yeah, the wolves. Is that like you said his son? I forget his name.
Atreus.
Atreus.
So that is the wolf, and well, that is the wolf, and that's the bear.
Oh, I thought they were both wolves. No, you're right. That is a bear. Oh, so it's like the father and son reuniting through blood, like through like death, or is it like their death, or is it someone else's death?
No. What ends up bringing them together is to avoid death.
Oh, so like fighting to survive.
Yeah. So kind of the representation in this is in the game they try to fight to survive Ragnarok. Much how in this
Okay, yeah.
the
End of the world, Norse
animals
mythology.
try to survive the winter.
Interesting. Okay, I love that premise. Maybe I need to look more into like Ragnarok itself.
I
Like
said
God of War.
the mythology of it is very interesting.
Yeah.
Like the God of War version and the actual mythology. The Norse mythology being one of the best ones.
Okay.
It's not my arms that will fail me, but this world takes more strength than it gave me. The trees deny themselves nothing that makes them grow. No rainfall, no sunshine, no blood upon the snow.
You have the chorus there.
Mhm.
Like duh, duh, duh. It's like builds. It's really, really nice. I like that.
Mm.
It's such a great tone, like background vocals.
Yeah. They are actually used a lot within the soundtrack of God of War.
Really
Mhm.
interesting. I love songs like that, so maybe I'll need to check out more of these songs. By the way, let me know down in the comments if you have any personal favorites that you want me to check out.
No sunshine, no blood upon the snow. Blood upon the snow. Blood upon the snow. Blood upon the
That? Wow. Oh, I love that so much. That's honestly so good. Oh my god.
This is why you trust the nerd.
I suppose so.
To all things housed in her silence.
So we're bringing a drawback to the beginning.
Yeah.
Because this is like the very same thing. Like very soft, very big crescendo, like sort of outro. I love that.
Mm.
Okay. To all things. I love that.
All things housed in her silence.
They're fun, aren't they?
Oh, yes. Nothing like hammering a yardstick.
Things housed in her silence. Nature offers a violence.
Do you know if it was going to build back up? Okay. Interesting.
That's how they chose to end it.
Okay, very interesting. Okay, so first of all, gotta give this a rating. 10 out of 10 from me. Honestly, I'm very happily surprised that I didn't really know what to expect with like video game music, you know, because I mean, it's video game music. It's not like meant to be like the best music, you know. They don't focus on the music, focus on the game. But no, is this in the video game itself?
It actually isn't. This was
Really?
a song used for the soundtrack itself, like to listen separately, and kind of just to represent what the game was meant to be.
Huh. Okay, interesting. So you're saying that like this is like a fan made thing.
I wouldn't say fan made, but it was just something they felt they wanted to add to it.
Interesting. Okay. Huh. I really like that. That's really cool. And then I will say I definitely noticed like it definitely like you know how you have a theme for your songs, no?
Mm-hmm.
If it has a deeper meaning, which this I feel like did. I feel like this was very much like about survival, very much about like just I mean, as you said, it's like survival versus like Ragnarok, the wolf and the bear, and like the father and the son fighting to survive. And I just love that it has a deeper message. It like enunciates every single line.
Yeah.
It makes every line so much more powerful, and I love that about it. And his melodic voice fits perfectly with it. Honestly, great selection of singer there.
Yeah. This is why you got Trust the Nine.
I guess so. With that, I guess it's time for us to sign off. Thank you for watching the video. Hey, if you made it this far, might as well subscribe, you know? What else you doing here?
Sign off. What do you mean?
Who are you?